Hey, Dr. Kent DeLay here, board certified urologist in South Carolina. I use this channel to talk about issues relevant to urology, men's sexual health, but also broader healthcare topics in general. And that's what I want to focus on today. So, if you were to ask me 5 years ago what the biggest crisis in healthcare would be, it would be cost, in my opinion, and that is keeping healthcare affordable as we have an explosion of technology controlling cost in the setting of having an aging population, a sicker population, but extremely innovative but expensive tools. That has changed, in my opinion, since COVID, and I see staffing as the biggest issue by far in today's healthcare system. And it is truly at a crisis level now, and I don't see how it improves significantly. So, just headlines that I've seen recently. I saw one yesterday showing that in Massachusetts, 1 in 4 physicians surveyed plans to leave the workforce. Last year, an article published in the Journal of the American Medical Association said that 1 in 5 physicians plan to leave the healthcare workforce. This is not any better in other healthcare related fields such as nursing, physical therapy, MAs, you name it. Everyone is feeling the crunch. And what happened was, with respect to physicians in particular, was our staffing was already stretched thin in many ways. As the population has aged, as we have retiring physicians, we haven't adequately engaged enough training spots and funded enough training spots for residents to truly have an adequate healthcare workforce for our population in America. That's a big problem. What's even worse, however, is the exodus that we are seeing, which has been accelerated by COVID. So, COVID proved to be an extraordinarily stressful time for physicians and healthcare workers of all stripes. And so, what you found is people who could exit the workforce said, I'm going to exit the workforce. If I'm financially able, or if I'm able to do something else to provide for my family and stay sane, or if I was just continuing to work because I enjoyed it, but now I can retire and that's financially feasible, people did that. They exited. And people are making those plans now. I see so many people on social media discussing ways that they can exit clinical medicine and find alternative career paths. And I don't blame them if that is what is best for them, but it does worry me greatly about what the future healthcare workforce looks like. And we're in this vicious cycle where people leave because they're stressed. That creates further staffing issues, which leads to further stress on those who remain. And then those who remain take another look at, hey, can I continue to do this? And so, to me, bar none, staffing across all areas of the healthcare workforce are by far the biggest issue we have. Now, are there solutions? There are no short-term solutions, particularly with respect to physicians, because of how long it takes to train a physician. If we were to go into action immediately, we're talking 10 plus years to truly see an adequate response even begin to trickle into the workforce that serves the public. A little bit of a shorter time for some of the other healthcare fields. But what we really need to look at is, where do we spend our money in American healthcare? We clearly spend a lot of money. Almost 20% of our gross domestic product in the United States is spent on healthcare. But where is that going? A significant amount of it goes into the profits of health insurance companies. And we really, as a nation, cannot afford to have profits siphoned off of the healthcare pie in order to raise stock prices, create dividends, and fund executives. We need those resources in the healthcare system to pay for salaries, to pay for staffing, to pay for resources. And until we do that, I don't think we're going to see a sustainable healthcare system. I don't know what the breaking point is. I do know if there were another pandemic right now, our healthcare system would be unrecognizable on the other side of it. I think there's some scary scenarios that we don't even want to discuss. But as a nation, we have to seriously look at, are we going to continue to allow the lobbying of our health insurance companies to drive the direction of healthcare, or are we going to find ways to fund the healthcare workforce so that we don't see this continual exodus from the healthcare field.